Out here in the S70, I was trying to do a little bit of cleaning on the leather seats a little bit earlier. A while back I had bought some just kind of basic leather conditioner here. I bought it at AutoZone. But with the condition that these seats are in, they're very neglected. They've probably never been cleaned. I certainly haven't cleaned them in the almost 2 years I've had the car, but the car being 22 years old, they were pretty beat up. The dirt was pretty caked on there. You might have to take my word for it here, but I actually was able to bring them back around just a little bit. In a lot of places they kind of cleaned up okay, but the leather's just in such bad shape. I don't know that how much more I can really do, but I started off just with some wipes and some basic all-purpose cleaner. I was able to remove actually quite a bit of the dirt in most places. You can see, like in places like right here, it didn't clean up so well, but in certain areas where the leather was better off, it kind of polished out a little bit better. I then moved on to something which a lot of people aren't a big fan of, and I get why. I used a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, which I know is really too abrasive for leather, and I'm quite aware of that, but the condition these were in and for how much dirt was on them, I just wanted to give it a try, and that actually seemed to help a little bit as well. So I just went light to medium pressure over the seats, and I finished it off with some leather conditioner. I don't know how much more work I want to put into it. I just did the bottom of the seat here. I haven't done the backrest, and obviously they got bigger problems with the backrest. The leather's just really shot there, but I wanted to try it. Another thing I did, I'd done a video on the radio a while back. I had installed actually this Pioneer head unit here. Pretty good unit, but as I touched on in the other video, despite having a front USB, it is not compatible with an Apple device, an iPhone or an iPod. So I went ahead and replaced it with this unit here, the Pioneer DEH 4400 HD, which is iPhone compatible. And I actually had one of these several years ago when I had my Buick Skylark. And then I pulled it from there. I gave it to somebody. They had it in their car. But it's a really good unit. Originally, I think it was about $120 back then in 2012. This time around, I think I paid about 40 bucks right on the nose. I was the only bidder on eBay. Works really well, has a very intuitive search function here. You can search through the whatever device. I've got the old iPod Nano here that I use in the car. The screen no longer works, but it's otherwise fully functional, so you can kind of navigate around with the head unit here. And more often than not, I just have it on shuffle, so you can skip right through the tunes like that. It also has HD radio capability, which never really was all too popular, but it is nice to have. So as far as installing this, it was pretty easy. I got lucky because the harness connector on the back of my old unit shared the same plug-in as this unit, so I didn't have to redo the wire splices over. All I had to do was pull out the old unit, unplug the harness, and slide this in, plug and play, very easy. So I'm happy I sorted that out. I don't have too much more to say. I hadn't done a video on the Volvo in quite a little while, but I wanted to do just a quick little update here. I also just drove up here to New Hampshire yesterday from Connecticut, and before I hit the road, I dumped in a bottle of BG Products 44K fuel system cleaner. I ran that up here about on the 200-mile trip, so that can't be bad for it, I don't think, right? What could go wrong? But we'll see what happens. I just hit 150,000 miles. I'm almost up for an oil change. I have 2 more BG products I'm going to put in. The EPR engine performance restoration and the MOA I'll throw in when I do the oil change next. But she's running pretty well. So that's about all I have to say for right now. Thanks for watching. See you soon.